Andrew Tate is absolutely cooked, and here's why. So I was doing a little research on the Andrew Tate situation, and I ran across the Abba and Preach video. So I decided, why not just react to my research with you guys, right? You know, and we could do the research together. The Tate brothers were arrested recently on suspicion of human trafficking, as well as engaging with minors in inappropriate activities, but they swear they're innocent.
You are okay?
Free man. Built different.
Yes?
Built differently. Of course. Better than okay. This is a setup. It's absolutely disgusting. Fair play to that judge who saw through the and let us free. Hey, I'm not a human trafficker, clearly. If you human traffic someone, there is evidence. This is a setup, it's a stitch up. The 3 prosecutors at D-Call in my house, I said, why are you here? There's no case. They said, there's a case if we make one. This is a setup. All of it is.
We haven't heard directly from the prosecutors yet exactly why they're doing this or what the evidence is, and we probably never will. However, there's one group of people, all right, who is absolutely confident they have the evidence needed to get Andrew Tate locked up on these crimes. The 2 unsuspecting people who is providing evidence that they believe proves Andrew Tate is guilty is Abba and Preach.
The Tates?
Yeah.
Yeah, they back in jail.
They back in jail.
Only for 24 hours. But what's really important is they're being charged with new additional stuff. And you know what? We told you guys this was going to happen.
No.
Yes.
You said it.
With these kinds of investigations, I think people expect charges to be instantaneous, but that's just not the way police investigations work, especially not ones on this governmental scale. Even look at the FBI. The FBI builds a case for 4 or 5 years before they charge someone.
True.
And when they charge you, best believe they bring the whole fucking roof down. That's why generally governmental charges from like big organizations like the FBI or things like that always stick, is because they've done a lot of investigating. They've pulled on every thread. And what ends up happening generally with a lot of like criminal organizations, which is what they're alleging Andrew Tate is part of, is that when they pull on one thread, all of a sudden they start finding different threads, and they find like, oh, organized crime, money laundering, tax evasion, whatever it might be. And so that's why, irrespective of how you feel about the investigation, when these things take a long time for charges to be laid, it's not because they don't have a case. That's why they always say here in the States specifically, is like, they bring a RICO charge against you, it's already over, because they already got everything they need. They got snitches, they got wiretaps, they got bank transfers, they got phone records, right? They generally do the things the same way. When they run in a RICO on you boys, okay, when they're trying to take out a criminal.
But like it's sort of like the ignorance of Americans, right? Because us being in America, we believe that our justice system is the only fair and democratic justice system in the world. So, you know, like in American court, the feds coming for you, putting a RICO on you, bruh, you already done, right? They have enough proof. However, when we hear, a government in another country, especially one like Ukraine or Romania or Russia, when we hear that, right, there's automatically a presumption of, something sketchy is going on. They're corrupt. We just automatically assume, it's corruption going on, right? It's like, as an American, it's almost unfathomable to believe that another country have a fair democratic process, right? We automatically believe, bro, these countries are corrupt and got something going on. So the Tate brothers did a brilliant job, though, of sort of laying out the case in the public, right? Of saying, listen, we was locked up and put on house arrest for 12 months. No charges have been brought, right? And when they finally brought charges, they keep delaying for us to go to court. And they keep delaying because they have nothing. So they were able to sort of like push that narrative into the public, and that narrative has stuck. Because if you ask the average person right now on Twitter, even like the people who were saying, Andrew Tate is guilty, 100% guilty a year ago, if you ask them now, they're sort of backed off that stance due to, how Romania has been moving. I do think it's worth noting, though, as we watch this video, to take into account that Abba and Preach does have an invested interest to make Andrew Tate look as bad as possible, because Andrew Tate and Abba and Preach aren't necessarily friends. Andrew Tate did chime in when Myron and Freshman Fit was posting Abba and Preach sus videos. Rather brief, he did offer commentary nonetheless by commenting, why does this surprise me zero when Myron posted sus videos of Abba and Preach?
So if you're unaware, Andrew Tate, all right, everyone's favorite sex offender.
That's nasty work. Like that right there just proves this is overly personal. It's nasty work, because you don't call somebody that word. Egg offenders, pedophiles, child pizza lovers, we don't call them that until they go to court and get that title in court, or is an incident like EDP 445 where it's absolutely in 4K, caught right dead-handed. But to put that title on that man, bruh, right, because he's being accused of it and really hasn't had the day in court yet, bruh, I think is wrong. And I do think Abba probably wouldn't do this to anybody that, you know, he was partial about. But Abba has something personal against Andrew Tate.
Is facing a tremendous amount of jail time. That's what he is, man. You have to remember, I'm not saying he's guilty because they found him guilty. I'm saying he's guilty because he self-snitched.
He said it.
I think the one that really matters to people is the fact that they're being alleged to have trafficked underage people.
We'll get back to Andrew Tate in a minute. Let's just address the microscopic nuance, though, in the fabrics of these conversations. I feel like what people say on podcasts at some point has to be treated like protected speech, right? It's kind of like comedy. If somebody gets on stage and says a lot of outrageous stuff, we understand that person is performing, and it doesn't necessarily mean that person is doing that in real life. Same thing as podcasts. But in the case of Andrew Tate, though, he was saying these things that were outrageous and funny at the time. But then, you know, the background work will add up perfectly, and it will seem that everything he was saying is true.
Don't ask me, just watch them talk.
Two girls have claimed Andrew Tate approached them on social media when they still attended school.
PhD is a pimp and hose degree.
So the recruitment process is, you message them on Instagram.
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
Daria was 16 when she says she received a private message on Instagram 2 years ago from Andrew Tate's account. It read simply, Romanian girl, followed by a strawberry emoji.
What do you inbox the woman? I live in Bucharest, Romania. It doesn't matter if I'm in London, Bucharest, Moscow, anywhere I am. I just say Bucharest ? Or Moscow ? Or London ? Sometimes, because like I said, intrigue, I'll put a completely pointless emoji on the end. Some cherries, or an orange, or a strawberry.
I asked around to my other friends and my classmates, who were also 15, 16 at the time, and a couple of them also told me they received messages.
So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a f.
Hey, yo, excuse me? What do you mean? You know how I get down. Sir. It's statements like that that makes you wonder, man, is this all podcasting, bro, or like is bro serious? Like, is that some type of like edgelord story, man? Or was you really out here doing this? And when you pair up the business model, the dates, the time, the statements, bro, it's kind of like it's all matching up. But because we understand that titles like egg offender and pedophiles, that's such a like that's like the kiss of fate. Like, you get that title, bro, like you ostracized from society for life. So because like that title is so serious, but you don't want to put it on somebody, even if things like that is out here, bro, and you know, and there are other backing factors that hint towards he probably isn't lying. But it gets worse though. You're about to hear a woman testify that it was a pretty known fact in the networks of Romania and all across the UK that Andrew Tate had a network of young girls working for him doing his cam girl service. Now, like, I'll be real, bro. Like, I'll put more stock and more weight in Andrew Tate's own words than I'll put stock in the words of a random chick who none of us knows her name. None of us knows where she came from, right? She's just a random chick who's in these videos, right? So I don't put too much stock in her particular testimony, bro, but I do put a lot of stock in Andrew Tate's own words.
Know about me?
It was a pretty well-known fact that he had kind of a network of young girls.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck would I read for you? If you've got a fit sister who's 16, maybe.
Muslims have the best frame on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's going to obey me. That's what I want.
You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom.
Yeah.
To some people, that would be an insult, but to me, I find that quite flattering, to be honest. You know, like, that's exactly what you'd expect.
All these 15-year-olds.
I have a rule, yo. The edgelord comedy stopped being looked at as edgelord comedy and Exhibit B once an indictment happens, bro. Meaning, yo, if you in your group chat talking about, oh my God, bro, look at this pig with the padunkadonk. I want to stick my love muscle in his anal cavities, dude. Like, that right there is edgelord comedy, you know, some frat boy jokes, bro. All right, but if you get indicted for bestiality, bro, that stop being edgelord comedy, bro, and that right there is Exhibit A. So in this case, yo, Andrew Tate words is damning. Like, it's absolutely damning, and I won't blame anybody, bro, for looking at that and automatically presuming him guilty.
That's when I see a conservative and they defend Andrew Tate, I know they have no principles or values. Because literally his whole life has been the antithesis of any kind of conservative traditional value. Dude's out here pimping girls, defrauding men. Basically, he himself admits too.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all.
You feel bad or no?
No, to give a solitary.
This ain't a defense of Andrew Tate, but every pastor in the hood was slinging dope and pimping prior to them being a man of God and being ordained. Right? So people do change. However, you know, it's a very fine line, right? Because there are some people who relatively change and want to do better and save people. However, there are other people who are con artists. And in the life of every con artist, they come to the realization that selling hope and dreams is a much better hustle than selling any type of tangible product. If I can sell your hope to you, yo, I can get whatever I want to get out of you. So did Andrew Tate get to a point where, bro, like he's slinging, gooning, all right, right? Like, you know, he's flipping corn and webcam services and degenerate activities, bro, on the man and taking their money and ruining their lives, right? You know, he changed as a man, which is why he started the Hustler University to sell them, I guess, tangible money-making avenues so they can improve their life. Or did Andrew Tate realize, hey, bro, selling hopes and dreams to these men is a much better way to go than selling them corn and webcam services, bro. Because after you goon enough, bro, you're going to move on. But if I sell them this get-rich-quick, not scheme, but this get-rich-quick program, or if I sell them a money-making avenue, or if I sell them, hey, bro, listen to me, and you're going to be the man of your dreams. You're going to be fit, in shape, the chick's going to want you, you're going to be rich as hell, you're selling them dreams. Now, did Andrew Tate make this pivot, you know, for con artist intentions, or did he make this pivot because he truly changed as a man? And that's like the answer to that question is something that only Andrew Tate knows and none of us will ever find out.
I don't care. I used to take lonely men and take hundreds of thousands for them through my webcam business, and like I enjoyed it because like, give me your money, your piece. What kind of moral person does that? But
I've got my main, my bottom, Vivian. So Vivian here. That's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. From 10 years ago, 10 years ago.
I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw in the video is just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends.
This is what happens if you don't listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit?
If we're under the presumption that Andrew Tate was being 100% honest, bro, then yeah, bro is cooked. Lock him under the jail. Like, bury him under the jail. This is nasty work. But this may sound like an excuse or his cope, and I don't care because it's not, bro. Right? Bro, these red pill dudes lie all the time when it comes to the ages of their women, bro. Yo, I just did a video about Donovan Sharp, how his woman was like 46 years old and he lied and said she was like 35, right? So, again, under the presumption he's telling the truth is bad. But can we be 100% sure of that? We can't. Did Andrew Tate maybe say, yo, she's like 5 years older than what she really was, you know, because it sounds cooler to say, yo, I got a 22-year-old hot chick than a 29-year-old hot chick? I don't know. And the one thing we know, bro, is egg workers lie about their age as well, right? You know, that chick saying, yo, I'm 26, she could be 30, right? So, again, bro, it sounds like an excuse. I'm not. I just understand how powerful that title is of an egg offender, of an pedophile, that I would have to have an absolute 100% 4K found guilty in court for me to put that title on somebody.
It's like taking the virginity of a really beautiful woman. I get to have this experience and no one else gets to have it again. It is a little bit better, but the real pleasure is in the fact that somebody else would love to have this, and I get it. That's why this is good.
That makes sense. I'll give you that. I agree with that.
When you are in the true abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop, you can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17. It's an abundance mindset. Yeah. I have so many girlfriends and so many wonderful girlfriends and so many virgins. She was a Polish virgin. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
They have to be accusing them of engaging with women much younger than 17 because they're in the UK, bro. Like 17 is an adult over there. Still sick, but, you know, is an adult over there. So that's not a crime where they're from. Now, I'm kind of shocked that Tristan is involved in this degeneracy because Tristan did come across as sort of like the good brother, like the good versus bad. Like Andrew's like the bad brother. Tristan's like the good, wholesome brother. So for him to be involved in his delinquency is kind of crazy, right? But he didn't really admit to sleeping with anybody under 17, so I don't know exactly what those clips were meant to prove. Now, I will say this, though. Like, the first time they got arrested, Tristan had his poker face on, bruh. No worries. The second time, as they was getting arrested, bruh, Tristan looked gravely concerned. We've seen evidence for all the other charges. Now, the one thing that's left is the money laundering charge. Now, Elba and Priest will present their evidence that they believe is Andrew Tate confessing to money laundering.
So what? They got money laundering on him now, which we told you guys they were going to do. Why? Because this dude admitted to money laundering. Not because I think so. It's in his own shit. Look.
He gave a class on how to do it. And the prime example of how he was doing it was him. Same thing with the other stuff. So
we did this video a while back. Now I want you guys to see this, okay? Not my opinion about him doing the money laundering. This is him. So Andrew Tate says, "You're not stupid," and he's talking to one of the victims. "You're not stupid, and you can probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide what I'm really doing." And the victim says, "Webcam?" And he says, "I've been doing this for a long time with a team of girls working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. Some of the girls who worked for me, I use them to do other."
Woo! Boy, you going to jail, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, yo, bro, be a rapper. Go to jail, do that Life 15 bid, and come out, man. You feel me? All right, listen, drop a First Day Out song, man. You going to jail. you going to jail. Damn. Yo, you was self-snitching like this? For some reason, Andrew Tate did come across a little smarter than the average street dude, than the average, like, dumb criminal out here. The fact that he would be texting this, though, now, honestly, bro, like, I feel like this could, like, damn near happen to everybody, right? Because, like, coming online and admitting to money laundering is a little different than texting, like, a girl you're talking to on WhatsApp, not really expecting for this to ever get out. So, yeah, he's half dumb. But, yeah, bro. Y'all let me know. Is the evidence damning or is the evidence not damning? Let me know, all right? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here. Nah, for real. You gotta, click on this video or you hate me. So click on this video right here to find out why everyone hates Ice Spice. I'm gonna see you guys in this video, man. Feel me? If you're not in this video, man, like you're not a fan, all right? I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.